Mommy and daddy's divorced, and a divorced mom pretty much got nothing. I'm not gonna leave my mom by herself. So I'm gonna make sure my mother's taken care of. None of my siblings have helped me take care of my mother to make sure she was okay, except for Tamar. No one said,
this is before Vincent.
Before Vince, Mommy's car insurance is due. Let's help Tony with Mommy car insurance. Or Tamar.
The drama between Kandi Burruss and Tamar Braxton has become one of the most talked about celebrity feuds in recent years. Their disagreement has included public accusations, social media arguments, interviews, and years of unresolved tension. What started as a disagreement over a television project eventually turned into a much bigger conflict that pulled in reality TV producer Carlos King, Kandi's husband Todd Tucker, and even members of Tamar's own family. The story began when Kandi Burruss revealed that Carlos King had been working on a biopic about her famous R&B group, Xscape, without first asking the group for permission. According to Kandi, neither she nor the other members of Xscape knew anything about the project until a television executive contacted her to ask if the group's music could be used in the film. For Kandi, the discovery was shocking. She believed that Carlos should have spoken with the group before trying to tell their story. Instead, she said she learned about the project through someone else, making her feel ignored and disrespected. Xscape is not just another girl group. During the 1990s, the group became one of the biggest names in R&B with hit songs like Just Kickin' It and Understanding. Their music helped shape the era, and their success made them an important part of music history. Because of that, Kandi felt that no one should create a movie about their journey without first involving the people who actually lived it. Kandi openly shared her feelings during interviews and on her YouTube channel. She explained that she felt betrayed by Carlos because they had worked together for years. Carlos was more than just another producer. He had been a major part of her early success on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she believed they had built a relationship based on trust. Because of that history, Kandi viewed the situation as more than a business disagreement. She believed someone she trusted was trying to benefit from her life story without showing her the respect she deserved. She even described his actions as stealing and said she felt deeply disappointed. As the controversy grew, Tamar Braxton decided to share her own opinion. Rather than supporting Kandi, Tamar defended Carlos King. She said she believed Kandi was overreacting and disagreed with the serious accusations being made against him. Tamar has always been known for speaking her mind. Whether on Braxton family values, The Real, or social media, she rarely stays silent when she has something to say. This time was no different. She publicly stood by Carlos, even though she knew her comments would likely upset Kandi. For Kandi, Tamar's decision felt personal. The two women had worked together before, appeared on Celebrity Big Brother, and seemed to have built a friendship over the years. Instead of staying neutral, Tamar publicly supported the person Kandi believed had wronged her. That choice only made the situation worse. The disagreement quickly moved beyond interviews and became a heated social media battle. Fans watched as both sides shared their versions of the story, and the drama continued to grow. Things became even more serious when Tamar accused Kandi and her husband, Todd Tucker, of acting in a threatening way during a backstage encounter at a concert. According to Tamar, the confrontation happened after she made comments during an appearance on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen. During the interview, she mentioned that a peach-holding housewife and her husband had tried to intimidate her. Although she did not immediately mention names, many viewers believed she was talking about Kandi and Todd. Tamar later confirmed that they were the people she meant. Tamar claimed that Kandi approached her backstage after the interview and that the conversation quickly became emotional. She said Todd also became involved and accused both of them of trying to intimidate her. Tamar later spoke about the incident on Instagram Live, where she described Kandi and Todd as thugs in disguise and claimed they tried to silence her. Kandi strongly denied those accusations. She admitted that there had been a heated discussion, but insisted that nobody threatened Tamar. According to Kandi, she simply wanted to address what she believed were false statements Tamar had made about her and Carlos King. She also said Todd only stepped in to calm the situation, not to make it worse. As expected, fans quickly picked sides. Some believed Tamar's version of events while others supported Kandi. The disagreement spread across social media, with people debating who was telling the truth. Although this argument seemed sudden, the tension between the two women had been building for years. Much of it started when they competed together on Celebrity Big Brother in 2019. Inside the house, their personalities often clashed. Kandi was generally calm, careful with her words, and more private. Tamar, on the other hand, was loud, emotional, outspoken, and never afraid to express exactly how she felt. Their different approaches created frequent disagreements throughout the competition. As the game continued, the friendship fell apart. Tamar believed Kandi was working against her behind the scenes, while Kandi was surprised by the accusations and felt misunderstood. What began as a game slowly became a personal conflict. Although Tamar eventually won the season, the tension between them did not end when the show was over. Instead, it continued through interviews, social media posts, and public comments over the following years. Whenever one of them was asked about the other, there were often subtle insults, sarcastic remarks, or obvious signs that their relationship had never fully healed. While Kandi continued expanding her music career, television appearances, and business ventures, Tamar often found herself involved in public disagreements with different celebrities. This contrast led many fans to compare how each woman handled conflict and public attention. The drama surrounding Tamar did not stop with Kandi. Eventually, rumors of problems within her own family began making headlines. Fans noticed that Tamar had unfollowed several members of the Braxton family, including her famous sister, Toni Braxton, on social media. Around the same time, Tamar shared emotional Instagram posts about betrayal, loyalty, and fake love. Although she did not directly mention anyone by name, many followers believed the messages were aimed at her family. The speculation grew stronger when Toni shared photos from her son Diesel's high school graduation. Fans quickly noticed that Tamar was missing from the celebration. Her absence led many people to wonder if the sisters were no longer on good terms. Soon, rumors of another family feud spread across social media. Tamar continued sharing messages that suggested she felt hurt and unsupported by people close to her. Even though she never clearly identified anyone, many fans believed her posts were directed at her sisters. Whether these relationships can ever be repaired remains uncertain. What is clear is that the conflicts involving Tamar Braxton, Kandi Burruss, Carlos King, and the Braxton family have kept fans talking for years. From business disagreements to personal friendships and family tensions, each new chapter has added more drama to a story that still doesn't seem to have reached its final ending. Things became even more noticeable when Towanda Braxton got married. One person was missing from the celebration, Tamar. Fans quickly noticed that she wasn't at her sister's wedding, and many started asking why. Since weddings are usually important family events, her absence raised even more questions about the state of the Braxton family's relationship. Although the family tried not to discuss their personal issues in public, it was becoming harder to ignore the growing distance between them. Many people believed the problems had gone far beyond a simple disagreement. Rumors about jealousy, old arguments, and sibling rivalry had followed the Braxton sisters for years, and Tamar's absence only added more fuel to those stories. Tamar has always stood out among her sisters because of her bold personality. She has never been afraid to speak her mind, even when her opinions create controversy. While that honesty has earned her loyal fans, it has also led to broken friendships and public disagreements. As time passed, some people felt Tamar was becoming more isolated, with fewer people standing by her side. Just when the family drama was making headlines, Tamar shifted her attention back to Kandi Burruss. At the same time, Carlos King continued defending himself online after Kandi accused him of trying to make an Escape biopic without permission. Carlos rejected Kandi's claims and argued that she was treating him unfairly. He even suggested that Kandi had become the bully in the situation rather than the victim. Instead of staying out of the conflict, Tamar continued adding her own opinions. This time, she focused on Kandi's business empire, especially the Old Lady Gang restaurant chain. Tamar suggested that the restaurants were receiving more praise than they deserved and hinted that Kandi's business success was being exaggerated. Her comments were not extremely harsh, but they were enough to spark another round of debate on social media. Fans immediately began defending their favorite celebrity, and once again, the internet was divided. Tamar also questioned Kandi's music career. She implied that Kandi was no longer an important artist in the music industry, and suggested that people now knew her more as a reality television personality than as a successful singer or songwriter. Some fans felt Tamar was trying to minimize everything Kandi had achieved over the years. Despite the criticism, Kandi's career continued moving forward. Her restaurants remained popular, her businesses kept expanding, and she continued appearing on television while working on new projects. Instead of responding to every negative comment, Kandi focused on her work and allowed her success to speak for itself. Whenever reporters asked about Tamar's latest remarks, Kandi usually gave short, calm answers or chose not to respond at all. Rather than spending time arguing online, she stayed focused on her business's music and television career. Many fans admired that approach. They believed Kandi handled the criticism professionally by refusing to let public drama distract her from achieving her goals. While Tamar remained active on social media discussing the feud, Kandi appeared more interested in growing her brand and building new opportunities. As the public feud continued, some fans started questioning Tamar's reasons for staying involved. At first, many people appreciated her honesty and admired her willingness to speak openly. However, after years of arguments with different celebrities, some supporters began noticing a pattern. There had been public disagreements with Kandi Burruss, ongoing tension with her sisters, and conflicts involving several other well-known figures. Because these situations kept happening, people started asking whether Tamar was simply unlucky or whether she played a role in creating the drama herself. The more interviews and social media posts appeared, the more divided public opinion became. Some people continued defending Tamar, believing she was simply misunderstood and unfairly criticized. Others felt she often made situations worse by responding publicly instead of letting conflicts fade away. Meanwhile, Kandi continued taking a quieter approach. She rarely addressed every accusation and seemed comfortable letting people form their own opinions. Many believed this strategy worked in her favor because it helped her appear focused, professional, and confident. Her business ventures continued growing, her television career remained successful, and her music legacy stayed intact. Fans often pointed out that while others were arguing online, Kandi was busy building her future. For Tamar, however, the constant public disagreements began affecting how some people viewed her. Even longtime supporters admitted they were becoming tired.